Good morning, Ma'am Marwa and my friends. My name is Jamai Fasinaga, and today I would like to present my individual project for the Intercultural Communicative Competence course. The title of my presentation is Designing Intercultural English Language Teaching Materials Integrating Riau Malay Culture, Target Culture, and Global Culture. The topic that I choose is food and drink, focusing on ikan asam pedas on the traditional dishes of Riau Malay culture. In this presentation, I will compare Riau Malay culture with the culture of the United Kingdom and relate both to a global culture issue, which is a healthy lifestyle. Let's begin. Slide 2, Learning Objectivities. Before we start, I would like to explain the learning objectivities. After this lesson, we, our students, are expected to first describe ikan asam pedas using English vocabulary, second compare traditional food from Riau Malay culture and British culture, third understand the importance of healthy eating in today's global society. Finally, develop intercultural awareness by respecting intercultural diversity while we learning English. These objectives are important because learning English is not only about grammar and vocabulary, but also understanding different cultures. Slide 3. Next, the slide 3, Introduction. Food is much more than something we eat every day. Food reflects culture, history, beliefs, traditions, and identity. Every country has unique traditional dishes that represents its people and culture. In English language teaching, food is an interesting topic because students can learn new vocabulary while exploring different cultures. Today, I will introduce one traditional food from Riau Malay culture. Compare it with a famous British dish and discuss how both relate to a healthy lifestyle as a global culture. Next, slide 4, local culture ikan asam pedas Melayu Riau. Now let's move to the local culture. Ikan asam pedas is one of the famous traditional dishes in Riau Malay culture. This dish is usually made from fresh river fish, such as patin fish, lele, ikan gembung sometimes, and another. The main ingredients include chili, tamarind, turmeric, garlic, shallots, ginger, and other local spices. The combination of these ingredients creates a delicious spicy and sour flavor. Ikan asam pedas is not only famous because of its taste, but also because it reflects the rich culinary heritage of the Malay community in Riau. It is commonly served during family gatherings, traditional ceremonies, and important celebrations. Next, slide 5, Cultural Facts, Values, Belief, and Practice. Next, I would like to explain the cultural aspects of ikan asam pedas. First, the cultural facts. Ikan asam pedas has been part of Malay cuisine for many generations and remains one of the symbols of Riau's Malay local identity. Second, cultural values. The Malay community healthy values togetherness, hospitality, and respect for guests. Preparing traditional food for visitors is considered a sign of kindness and appreciation. Third, cultural beliefs. Many families believe that sharing meals strengthens family relationship and creates harmony. Finally, cultural practice. Family usually prepare ikan asam pedas together, especially during occasions, making cooking an important social activity. So that's for slide 5. Next, I will explain about slide 6, Target Culture United Kingdom. Now let's look at the target culture. For this presentation, I choose the United Kingdom. One of the most famous traditional British food is fish and chips. These dishes consist of fried fish served with potato chips, salt, and vinegar. It is commonly found in restaurants and takeaway shops across the UK. British people usually eat fish and chips using a knife and fork. This dish has become an important symbol of British culture and is enjoyed by people of all ages. Next, I will explain slide 7, comparison. Cultural. Now let's compare the two cultures. Both ikan asam pedas and fish and chips use fish as the main ingredient. Both are traditional foods that represent their cultural identities. However, there are several differences. Ikan asam pedas is cooked with many local spices and has a spicy sour taste. On the other hand, fish and chips is deep fried and has a milder flavor. Another differences is the dining culture. Malay families often enjoy this meal together in a warm family atmosphere, while British people commonly enjoy these fish and chips as a casual meal in a restaurant or takeaway shops. These similarities and differences help students understand that every culture has unique traditions that deserve respect. Next, slide 8, global culture, healthy lifestyle. Now, let's move to the global culture. For this presentation, I choose healthy lifestyle because it is an important issue around the world. Nowadays, many people are becoming more aware of the importance of eating healthy food. A healthy lifestyle includes includes eating balanced meals, consuming more vegetables and fruits, drinking enough water, and reducing fast food. Fish is considered one of the healthiest sources of protein because it contains omega-3 fatty acids, which are good for our health and brain. Although ikan asam pedas and fish and chips are different dishes but use fish as the main ingredient. However, ikan asam pedas is usually cooked by boiling with spices, while fish and chips is deep fried. And for a health perspective, traditional foods can also support a healthy lifestyle when they are prepared in a balanced way. This so that local traditions and global health awareness can go together. Next, slide 9 about ELT activity 1 about vocabulary matching. Now let's move to the first classroom activity. The first activity is called vocabulary matching. In this activity, the students will work in pairs or small groups. They matching English words with pictures related to the traditional food. The vocabulary includes words such as fish, chili, tamarind, spicy, sour, fresh, herbs, traditional foods, and hospitality. Students improve their English vocabulary while learning about Riau Malay culture. It's also making learning enjoyable because students learn through pictures and discussions. Next, slide 10, ELT activity 2, the role play. Now let's continue with second activity. This activity is about role play. Students will imagine they are in a traditional restaurant in Rio. One student acts as the waiter, while another student acts as a tourist. The tourist asks about ikan asam pedas and orders the food in English. For example, like this. Excuse me, what is ikan asam pedas? Then the waiter will explain the ingredients and recommends the dish. This activity improves students' speaking skills, pronunciation, and their confidence. It also teaches students how to introduce local culture to international visitors. Next, slide 11, group discussion. The third activity is group discussion. Students discuss several questions with their classmates. For example, which is food would you like to try? What are the similarities and differences between ikan asam pedas and fish and chips? Which is dish do you think is healthier? And why it is important to respect different food cultures? And after discussion, each group shares their ideas with the class. This activity develops critical thinking, communication skills, and intercultural awareness. Now let's move to the slide 12, digital resources. Now let's look at the digital resources. Students can use YouTube videos to learn more about traditional Malay food and British food culture. They can also visit educational websites such as the British Council and National Geographic Education. These resources help students explore different cultures independently and make learning English more interesting. Reflection. Before ending this lesson, I would like to share my reflection. Through this topic, I learned that traditional food is more than something we eat. It reflects culture, history, values, and identity. Learning about food from different cultures and places teaches us to respect diversity and communicate with people from different backgrounds. Next, slide 14 about references. The information in this presentation was collected from reliable sources including academic books, journal articles, UNESCO publication, and educational websites. Using reliable references help ensure that information is accurate and trustworthy. Thank you. Finally, Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoyed my presentation and learning something new today. Have a wonderful day, and I will be happy to answer your question. If you have question, drop some comment. Thank you and stay curious.